Hi, everybody. It's time for What's Trending. No, let me do it better. Hi, everybody. My name is Asiodua Akumia. I love to be called the Golden Girl, so you can call me the Golden Girl as well. It's time for me to bring you updates on all the stories that are trending on social media. Make sure that you continue being interactive with us on all our social media platforms. A huge thank you to every single person who joined us via Zoom during the News Flash segment, and also those of you that went on Facebook to get into the comment section and tell us your views on the topic that we were discussing. Thank you so much. Continue the energy. Make sure that you translate that energy into every single segment that we are bringing your way this morning on Prime Morning right here on Joy Prime TV. Or you can also take our WhatsApp number. It is 055 1575757, and yes, let's get interactive. To the very first trending story. Sometimes when you're driving on the road, yeah, those of you who are drivers, okay, it's pretty normal. I think that when I started driving, I noticed something, that when you're too lenient on the road, you understand me? When you're too calm on the road, these short drivers and truck drivers and all, they will just be bullying you on the road. So sometimes, you understand, you have to be quite tough on the road. Here in Ghana, that's how it is like. Now, this particular video is trending on social media because I really do not understand where this driver was trying to go, refusing to give way for the other car to make the turn. It really did not make sense. You know what? The video can better explain to you exactly what I'm trying to say to you. So watch this and get ready to share your thoughts with us. There you go. There you go. There you go. Look at that. I can't wake a cray. There are no cars, no traffic, nothing at all. Both of you are turning to the same direction. It could have just paid for you to give way to the Uber car to move. But just because maybe he thinks he's driving a bigger car. So look at what happened at this intersection. Look at that. And the car just toppled over. Small patience that you could have had. Sometimes as drivers, we really need to be patient. We really need to learn to be patient because this could have easily been avoided. Anyways, let's see how people reacted after seeing this on social media. Let's read some comments. Let's take them. Reggie Rockstone commented, and this is what he says. Car flipped over like a friendly dog asking its owner for a belly rub. Hope all are safe, though. Yeah, we hope so, too. Next one. This is none of their fault. It's the fault of the house owner who installed CCTV. Oh, God. Zesty Fragrance says, lack of patience can lead to so many problems. Now, see, you have fallen down flat. Exactly. Little patience you could have had. Greg Otra is saying, Oprega has collected his or her eyes. What do you need to? Carter JRSMM says, Wise car was in the rush now. He go explain Taya. Okay. Nanama says, lack of discipline in Ghana roads and people's egos cause harm. Even in an unmarked road, depending on the side of the road we drive on, okay, on one of these days, two had to stop to let the other pass, but they wanted to play GTA, so we don't care. Kobi Mole says, watch the video carefully and learn a life lesson from it. The more you speed up without making time, work on your path correctly, you flip off the main lane of life. Stay careful in your ways. Mr. Limitless says, be the telephone or the fine lady now who, hey, okay, minimum you can't know, so what happened? Nana, the violinist, says, if not for video evidence, I'm sure the white car driver would be blaming the Uber driver. Alina Arthur says, the Uber must be laughing. I would. Instant calm. karma. I am Queen Adele says, a little patience could have helped. Exactly, just a little bit. Okay, white car was in a rush. Now Hugo explained, Taya. This was such a gentle accident. Siki says, hope no one was hurt. They deserved what happened. The dress code is saying he was in a hurry to go and sleep because he was tired. I Choose Africa is also saying, you can't park there, bro. So they weren't parked. They were both trying to move and they were trying to make that, there was an intersection. Anyways, we just hope that none of them got hurt or any major injuries. Moving away from that to the next trending story, let's go all the way to Parliament. We are in the season of ministerial appointments, and yes, there's some excitement here and there. We have the second batch already sworn in Parliament, so officially we have some of our ministers already positioned, and we are still waiting for Parliament to swear in the rest of the batches as well. Now, here is what the minority leader in Parliament, Honourable Afenyo-Markins, had to say in relation to President John Dramani Mahama's promise of appointing 60 ministers. Take a listen.
The number of ministers. We are seeing Minister for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. The political class of this country must be bold and own the political narrative. I will not criticize because I am in opposition. When we make mistakes, let's admit them and apologize. 60 ministers will not help your political cause. But when civil society comes out with the narrative, as if everything is done by the political class, instead of us boldly explaining to them the intricacies of politics, then we also fall for the trap and we make political commitment. I don't doubt the competence of Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, but that huge ministry, local government and chieftaincy, all these conflicts, the behind the scenes, negotiations for peace and local governance. Mr. Speaker, I am not the president, but if I were to advise Mr. President, I would say, Mr. President, you can apologize to Ghanaians and say, look, you underestimated the thing. I think I need to engage more ministers. Because, Mr. Speaker,
So that was the minority leader in Parliament, Honourable Afenyo-Markins. What do you make of what he said? Do you agree with the trajectory that President John Dramani Mahama is going with the appointments of ministers? Do you think that indeed it would be feasible to run this government with only 60 ministers? Share your thoughts with us. Let's see how people reacted to this on social media. Ali Mecca says, voters are watching every political class. Apology doesn't equate errors. You have all these wisdom, but you couldn't advise Nana to apologize. I believe your energy anyway, but just slow down. DJ Bob Royal says, this man thinks he knows everything, yet he couldn't help his party retain power with his plenty speeches. Okay. Joseph Ofori says, Cecilia Dapa taught us politicians enrich themselves by getting money and saving it under their pillow in dollars. Afenyo is letting us know that electorates are fools, so Baumia can promise 50 ministers, but vote for him and he will appoint 90. Such a man. Chacha Kojo says, so it means the NPP and Dr. Baumia were telling lies about the 50. Also, the e-levy and other taxes they promised scrapping. Mohammed Saeed says, unexperienced Afenyo-Markins is speaking to the most experienced president ever in history of Ghana. Right now, how I see things, I think NDC should consider Afenyo-Markins and start calling him majority leader. Edward Abio says, apologize to whom? No one owes anyone apology, even though if President Mahama exceeds the targets he promised Ghanaians, it's better than your government who wasted taxpayers' money without any meaningful achievement. Give us a break. We witnessed what your party did with that large number of ministers. It seems you are so bitter after the election, please, it will not make you any good. Put every resentment behind you and move forward. Be a good statesman and avoid the unnecessary heckling in the House. Seaman Akwete says, it's obvious Dr. Bawumia didn't mean it when he promised to appoint 50 ministers. Scrap e-levy, betting tax, COVID-19 levy, and the other nuisance taxes. Their utterances regarding the NDC determination to scrap those taxes and have a lean government has really exposed them. Marseille says, when you scattered the whole country, did you apologize? Dan Kwejo Nata says, NPP is best at the opposition. Let us keep them there forever. All right, and so that's it for this particular story. But share your thoughts with us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, it is Joy Prime TV. Moving away from that, let's go to the next trending story. Now, Bastille boys are currently trending on social media. The reason that they're trending on social media is because, you know, in fact, they trend a lot, okay? They really do trend a lot, and it's because of the good community work that they do. These young men have taken it upon themselves to be cleaning our environment, to be cleaning public spaces. So they're distilling gutters, they are sweeping, they are weeding, they are making Accra clean. But it's very heartbreaking when these young men who do this voluntary work, by the way, come together. They go clean a particular area, and then we have some stubborn Ghanaians still ending up not necessarily throwing rubbish into gutters, but then this time around, some, I don't know if contractors or drivers of trucks that has these stones and sands and all of that for construction, just end up dumping off their debris from the construction into these gutters that have obviously been cleaned by the Bastille boys. And the major reason they clean these gutters is to prevent choking during rains that could lead to flooding. Take a look at this video.
Contractors don't want problem. No, anything that has to do with our drainage system. Not all of you anyway, but majority of you are the reason why I want drainage issue. Constructors don't want to no more not here. They are good drains. No more the slabs have to do no more cataso. They say we are right here at Vaco Runabout Committee 4. About 6 months ago, and a Bastille boys we rented a backhoe over 2,000 Ghana cedis and then expenses. And you have cleaning out drain here. You cleaning when you said about ensure a flooding or runabout. Hano, a baby diaco. Should the contractor be Abba? What you say? Chipping some of the way a Juman in you. Or we are no Pia chippings to Eddie Gugatanim. I'm a Juma year no over 6 months ago in Nano. I am almost useless. This is the big drain. It's a big drain way and collecting all the water circulating at the runabout. Kwame Nkrumah Nyansemuno, he built them in such a way that flooding will never happen. But as we speak, Juma over 6 months ago, no contractor be for the other selfish interest in tea. Or we are no piano telling now the Gugatanim. I'm a Juma Nano, rendering it almost useless. So by this video, we are reaching out to the Tema in charge. Now, contractor no Juma, and I'm pretty sure that they know him or her. He should come back and clear this thing from the drain. We are no longer going to sit back and allow one man's selfish interest and negligence to cause mayhem to all of us. Tema, if you know Tema very well, this particular Vaco Runabout floods almost every time it rains. We as volunteers, as youth of this country, your boy home they say we will do something to prevent that thing from happening. And selfish people continue to make the job difficult. We will no longer allow this. So by this video, share this video, follow us so that any update that we bring in regards to this, you get to see it. Shade, Timu said, I'm Baba Dampe, 510, when you construction, we are working on 510 in terms of grading, we are best at 510. On the Dampe, the year, whatever it is they did. No. But the problem is after you don't push everything into the gutters. Who does that? We cannot continue to do this as a people. So whoever does this, we are reaching out to the authorities. Now, no may you get any money, not even free. And I must say, bus stop boys,
now, this is a very good one. It's a huge warning, and I love this warning that is going out to whoever that is in charge of that. And that is the reason that we are doing this story, because we hope that it will help push it to get to the doorstep of whoever that is in charge of this, so they do something about this. Because these boys cannot come together, work so hard, just so to prevent flooding during heavy rains, and then you go back to this time around, it's not rubbish, it's chippings. Why? Let's see how people are feeling about this. Obed Hope says, I feel there's no proper checks and balances in the country. When these people are giving job and they've done, who checks to see if they've done good and better works? Just asking. Franco says, you're a good citizen. Let's help build Tema and Ghana as a whole. Where Nat Garment says, poor and no supervision in Ghana. One kid says, okay, 9 kid says, like I told you guys last year, this thing when they do won't go anywhere or work in Ghana Okay. All right, well, we hope that this goes as far as it can. It's very important that it does. Anyways, moving away from that to the next trending story, let's go to the United States of America. Currently, they are massively trending on social media, and that is because not only are they also experiencing a change of government right now, but President Donald Trump has signed certain policies that is shaking America, and not just America, but all over the world. Because who doesn't love to travel to America? Who wouldn't want to travel to America? It's a lot of people's dream to travel to America or hold American passports one day. But one of the policies that President Donald Trump has signed against is the birthright citizenship. If you remember 2 days ago when we're talking about this right here on Prime Morning, I did say that about 22 states in the United States are currently contending that in court, because one of their main reasons is that, so if a child is born who does not have either of his or her parents being a citizen or holding an American passport, that means they are not going to have access to quality health care in the United States. They'll be denied of that. And that is the main reason that quite a number of states are fighting against this in court. Now, there's a verdict from a federal judge. I want us to project that so that I can read it to you exactly what this is. Yes. Well, this is very interesting. Per what I had read on tabloids, that it was going to take effect next month. And so federal agencies were going to stop issuing citizenship documents to babies that would be born from that time going. But from what is being said in this particular video, a federal judge has put a temporal block and is going to stand for 14 days. The question here is, after this 14 days, what next? What will come out of it? Let's see how people are reacting to this. Mikey D says, I don't know how one man thinks he can change a 200+ year constitution. This is so absurd. If you're born in this country, you are a citizen. Mikey D again says, we have to remember this is native land. That's why everyone is welcome to come to America. American1gmail.com says, birth rights do not apply to illegal integrates coming here to have their children and getting a free pass because they had their children in the U.S. and birthright 14th Amendment. Lulu says, let them be citizens, but without help from the government assistance. With no handout, they can work like Americans, people that have to struggle every day. Prince says, babies are innocent, never their intentions to break the law. Is their parents, if their parents were closed illegally.